Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. If you're trying to find a business loan as well as a business line of credit, I'm going to tell you who probably would be the easiest to go to, okay, for us with the major banks. I would say American Express, okay? And the reason that I would say with American Express is because with American Express, you have to understand that once you're in with them, then they don't do a hard pull on your credit. Okay, when you're applying for like lines of credit, business lines of credit, and business loans. Now, the difference between the business loans and the business lines of credit, the business loans is by invitation. Okay, so you have to have an invite, and you have to have an existing business credit card account with the business loan. Now, with the business line of credit, you just have to be in business at least a year, and you can apply for that business lines of credit. Now, here's the thing about it with the business lines of credit. The reason I would choose the business line of credit over the business loan is because when you pay it down, you can use it again, right? Now, with the business loan, you would have to still reapply, but again, it's no hard pull on the credit. Now, with the business lines of credit, you got 6, 12, 18 months. With the loans, they give you up to 24 months of repayment. But again, when you get that business loan, you have to repay it back, okay? I don't mean repay it back, but in terms of when you pay it back, you have to reapply for it. Now, with the business line of credit, the thing about it is that they want you, and I'll tell you, you should really do this, especially if you're trying to avoid an internal audit with American Express when you're getting approved for credit cards and stuff. Attach your bank account, especially if you already have a business bank account. They're going to want you to do that for the business lines of credit anyway. But I would tell you to attach all of your bank accounts to American Express, even if you have a personal credit card. Now, here's one of the things about it. A lot of people, they end up getting these audits and stuff because they would get, a charge card, right? So you get a charge card and you just immediately start charging up stuff and paying it down. You charge up stuff and paying it down. Well, the thing about it, when you do that multiple times, or if you even check, like, say that they say you have the American Express Platinum Business, okay, and you apply for, they give it to you and they say it's unlimited, right? However, all charge cards, they still have a limitation in terms of how much you get. But if you check your limit like 3 times, it would create an audit. Most people don't know that. All right. And then they want financial statements and bank statements and taxes and stuff. So you want to avoid that. But back talking about the lines of credit and the loans. Now, another thing about it, the reason I think it's the easiest is because you only need to be making at least $3,000 in your business. Just $3,000 a month. Okay. Now, you do have to be in business for at least a year, but you only have to make $3,000 a month. All right. Now, another thing about that is that when you applying and you're showing it $3,000 a month, make sure that your bank account that you're dealing with is not a Square. Don't use a Square account because they can't verify it, okay? So that's the reason I would tell you don't use a Square account. Make sure that you're using any other major bank, or even if you have American Express business checking account itself, would probably be much easier. But you don't want to use like a Square or a Stripe or whatever, because sometimes they may not access the data, all right? So if you have any other questions about how to get business credit funding, how to get personal credit funding, how to remove negative items off of the personal credit, click the link in the description. Thank you.